I always talk with statistics, but I think that statistics themselves, absolute numbers, are really not that meaningful. What's meaningful is the relationship that those numbers have to other numbers. Are they going up? Are they going down? And by how much are they going up or going down? If you just look at all transactions over 500,000, we had more buildings sell in 2014 than ever before in the history of New York City. 5,534 buildings were sold. That was an all-time record by more than 10%. That still stands to this day. In 2015, we had $80.1 billion in sales volume. That was also an all-time record. If you look at these statistics, which are just simply Manhattan, those were citywide over 500,000. For Manhattan, you had peaks were in 2015 for both number of sales and for dollar volume, and clearly that was a great time. We knew that the market was transitioning. In the first couple of weeks of October of 2015, there was a very tangible, profound shift in the market. And what was that shift? We saw two product segments that were being disrupted. One, we have 40 or 50 development sites on the market at any one time. All of a sudden, we saw the bids that we were expecting were coming in 15 to 20% below what the expectation was. And then in the hotel sector, we saw the cap rates all of a sudden were up 75 or 100 basis points. And why are those two segments something that are bellwethers for what's happening in the market? Because when the market changes direction, those are the first two market segments that will change. Why? Hotels, because hotel leases are for one day, highly reactive to the market, and land is a proxy for what developers believe market conditions are going to be like 3 or 4 years from today, when what they're buying will be built, will come to market, they'll have to rent it, sell it, whatever. So it's an indication of the perspective that the development community has on the future. So when we saw these two highly correlated sectors to changes in the market shifting very significantly, we knew that it was over. And I remember Hags and I were having a conversation. It was mid-October, and we're like, you know what, the market's over. And we had a couple of development sites that we were in the process. We had been hired to sell them. We were putting the OMs together. And we're like, we have to go tell the client, we're not going to get this pricing. And went to the client, and they're like, what are you talking about? The market's great. I said, no, you know what, it's changed. And so from the beginning of October of 2015 through February of 2020, the market had seen a correction. And the dollar volume of sales over that period of time had fallen by 56%.